Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. This is part number 2, and we are here today with our honestly incredibly themed team, which I didn't realize until last time when I was editing the video together. We have a really color-coordinated team, which is kind of beautiful. It definitely won't stay that way as we go ahead and get more randomizations that are not paired with a Mareep. But at the moment, we have ourselves the Mefairy, which is now level 6. I did the babiest of grinding ever, realistically, but the only move we changed is instead of Tackle, we now have Thunder Wave, because we already have Pound and Tackle are the exact same move, for anyone that did not know. We have our Flooful, also got to level 6. This thing has still got no moveset. Its only offensive move is Bide, and Bide is not a move that I intend on using, to be honest, at all. I will say I don't plan on using it often, but at the moment, I don't plan on using it at all because it's way too risky when I have a grand whopping total of 23 HP and terrible defenses to sit there for 2 turns to retaliate. Just not a move I want to be using in a Nuzlocke. And then we have ourselves Tortellini, the land chick, which is the reason we had to grind because I had to get this thing back to level 9. I DNA spliced this apart and back together at the suggestion of a comment, which was a very good suggestion, by the way. You get this thing Volt Absorb, because you do get to choose its ability when you fuse a Pokemon together. You choose its nature and its ability out of the two. So this way we have ourselves an immunity to electric type moves rather than having Blaze, I believe is what it was before. Which, it's not a bad nature, but realistically in a Nuzlocke we don't plan on being below 1/3 HP. The Ember boost, could it be useful? Yes, but honestly, boosting, rather than boosting, just having that immunity to electric typing is very, very nice as well. We basically remove all of the water typings weaknesses because we're part fire, so we're not weak to grass. Now we're not weak to electric either, so that is very, very handy. For right now, though, we have ourselves a good old encounter that we can get, I believe, because we can head to the left towards where the rival battle happens on Route 22, and then we also have the route towards Viridian Forest, so I believe we can get some team expansions going, which is always fun in the randomizers. We also have ourselves an electric gem. Okay, alright, well that was disappointing. I was really hoping I could be like, whammo-kablamo, the best item in the game, but another electric gem. Let's hope. In fact, it might be that specific items are replaced with other specific items constantly throughout the run, rather than being fully randomized every time they're picked up, which is fine. It's fine. It just means that we might see a whole lot of electric gems this playthrough, and at the moment, I mean, we have electric moves on all of our team, so hey, I won't complain too much, I guess. But right now, let's go ahead and get ourselves some battles underway before we go ahead and grab ourselves that encounter on the grass patch on the left. It is what I'm really after. Charchu is sent out. What a tiny little malformed lizard. Holy. Well, sadly we do have to swap into Tortellini for like everything for the time being, because while I did level our other 2 Pokemon up to level 6, they don't learn many good moves. You know, Sneasel's learn set, it's not the best. Mareep's learn set is okay. Do you have a berry to weaken water type moves? What are the chances? Wow, okay, it doesn't matter because you're a Pichu Charmander, but like, dang. Can we not have perfect counters already? It's kind of terrifying. Jeez, I forgot my train of thought because I was so surprised by that. Talk to trainers after battling them, they'll often offer a rematch or to trade you some of their Pokemon. We are not going to be taking people's Pokemon from trainers because unless we don't have... No, we're not going to do that. For a second there, I was like, well, I mean, if we don't have an encounter on the route yet, maybe it could work. But I think we just brass encounters all the way. Such as our good old encounter for Route 22, which is going to be... That is a dupe. That is a dupe. We are going to have Dupe's Claws and Shiny Claws. And possibly Wobbuffet. I guess we don't have Wobbuffet Claws in this because it's not likely to have all of the moves of a Wobbuffet. So screw Wobbuffet Claws. We are going to run Dupe's Claws, so if we encounter a Pokemon that is the exact same fusion as what we already have, such as this Mefairy, because we already have a Mefairy, we are not going to be encountering it because we want to have a more diverse Pokemon pool. So we will just run away from that. And Shiny Claws, if we encounter a Shiny, we can catch the Shiny and use the Shiny. The Shinies are always cool and fun. Okay. Shroomish? Just Shroomish? Just Shroomish fused with more Shroomish, like a Dugtrio type of thing? They're just all kind of there. What if I only want the big Shroomish at the bottom, huh? What if I just want him? Or what if I only want the angry Shroomish on top, to be honest? Because that angry Shroomish, he looks like he's about to fire off 10 bullet seeds in a row. The others, they don't seem that scary. I'll be honest, they don't seem all that scary. Also, it's level 2. This is really an encounter. We have started off with some of the weaker Pokemon in existence, by the looks of it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure our team will get there. They'll evolve. We're just going to have a little bit of a rough early game. And you know what? That keeps things spicy. If I started off with a good old legendary fusion like that Darkrai Pidgeot, it would just become the star of the show. We'd be using it for every battle. It would get over-leveled. We would have a very easy time. This is going to make us struggle and keep things interesting. You know, there's that. We're going to call this Shroomish Zach. There might be like 1 or 2 people who understand why. In fact, no one's going to understand why. No one's going to understand why. It just looks like some dude called Zach. Don't worry about it. It has Poison Heal, which I don't really know if that's the best ability it could have. I feel like Effect Spore might actually be a little bit better, but Effect Spore always adds that little bit of risk of when you're trying to catch a Pokemon with your Full Swipe, Spore, Breloom. There's that chance that they get poisoned off of Effect Spore, so I've come to kind of hate that ability on it. Your Incense. Remind me of which incense this is. This is one that keeps the... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think that is actually what we might have had before. Yeah, Pure Incense. Okay, we're going to see a lot of duplicate items. That's fine. And another Electric Gem. Pure Incense is money, okay? It's money. If we get Max Potions instead of Potions... Or, no, Max Potions instead of Pokeballs, because we got those from Professor Oak. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, because they're a pretty common pickup. And instead of berries, we get Pure Incense. That's like infinite money, which I'll take it. Oh, hey, an Umbreon. I'm actually wearing my Umbreon shirt right now, which is kind of fitting. This looks cursed because I see he has fangs, which is terrifying for a Miltank, but whatever. We're just going to go ahead and slap it with a Thunder Wave. Every Pokemon is scary, so we keep going to Tortellini at every possible opportunity, because Tortellini is the strongest thing that we have. By far. Just by far. Honestly, entirely because of Lantern. That's all that matters. It's just Lantern that's carrying this. We can just go ahead and Bubble Lure. Get this thing nice and weak. And once we get this over, we do have ourselves a rival battle right around the corner. The rival battle is going to be tough. It's gonna be tough, because our movesets are bad. So, we will see. I'm actually gonna bring in the Shroomish and try and get the Shroomish a tiny bit of XP. The only scary thing about doing this is... Okay, that's a terrifying sprite. We're running. We're running is what we're doing. We're running away, and we're hoping that it doesn't have anything crazy as a rock-type move. But yeah, our movesets are bad. End all. That's all I need to say. Movesets are absolutely awful. If there is anything that Lantern can't really deal with, we are going to have such a tough time for such a long time. So if we get this Shroomish some XP, that's nice. We just have to be a little bit worried about Pursuit. If something has Pursuit at this level, a Pokemon's going down to Pursuit. You know, its power gets doubled and all that, so it will be tough. Shroomish all the way to level 6. Dang, okay, and it got Stun Spore. We have so much status of, like, Thunder Wave. This gets Thunder Wave. This will probably get Thunder Wave because it's part Marie. This gets Thunder Wave. This has Stun Spore. We're rolling in the good old status. I'm going to quickly run back and heal. Alright, with our team all healed, though, we can go ahead and start thinking about a strategy. I think my plan is going to still be to lead with Fluffsy, just because I really want the Switch XP. But we will have ourselves a rival battle. He should have a level 7 and a level 9, if I'm remembering correctly, from Pokemon Fire Red, which I believe I am because I've played this game a whole lot of times. I hope we can get the Switch XP. We know he probably has the Woofree. I think he should keep his starter, unless I didn't check that or that wasn't an option. We will see. We will see. Zogius. Cool sprite. Cool sprite. Kind of terrifying, but cool sprite. I like it. We're going to Thunderwave it immediately, because that's one thing that we can do before we switch out. Which, hey, participation points for Fluffsy, okay? Participation points count, okay? They matter. He needs his little participation trophy. Is he helping out that much? No. No, let's not even pretend. But, fine. You are a Ghost Dark type, I believe, because you are Zorua and Mismagius. Is a cool typing and also just a cool Pokemon idea. I'm kind of curious if this is Zorua or Zoroark. I can't really tell. Obviously, it's just sort of using the color scheme of Zorua rather than the whole shebang of its body and everything, so I don't really know which one it is. I'm hoping for Zorua, so it's a little bit weaker, honestly, but we're just going to go ahead and Ember. That's some decent damage. That's some decent damage. It doesn't look like that's gonna KO, so I'm actually just gonna Electro Ball and see if it does more damage somehow. I don't think it would. I stand corrected. I did not think we would be that much faster, and Fluffsy learns Thunder Shock. Thank you. Thank you, world, for giving this Pokemon something. You can keep double status, that's fine. We'll get rid of Growl. And you are going to send in the Woo-Free. There it is, the beautiful, beautiful Woo-Free. Which I don't think we're too afraid of. So I'm gonna do the Switch Train with Shroomish again to try and get Shroomish some more XP. There's that beautiful, beautiful Pokemon. Level 8. Okay, so a little bit weaker than I expected. But again, it's a fused Pokemon, so kind of makes sense. I think it would normally be fused unrandomized as well, which might be why it's a slightly lower level, because it has obviously a double moveset. But we can just go ahead and do a Bug Ground, so we bubbled you. I did it wrong again. Why do I keep thinking this thing is Bug Ground? I can see its name is Woo-Free. I know it's Wooperfest. We Electro Balled it and it got one shot. And yeah, I just want it to be a Bug Ground type. I don't know why I want this thing to be some sort of knockoff Nincada, but that's where my brain seems to be. And Shroomish can get 235 XP and get Leech Seed, which is something. That is okay. That is a moveset improvement on this team that is struggling with moves. Whatever, you just got lucky. At least you've caught a bunch of Pokemon already. That's true. That's true. Because they're all technically doubles from being fused. You should try training some of them at some point. I'm Switch training, alright? You little... I do actually have a button. I don't know how loud this is. I got a Go XLR a while ago, but I didn't have an XLR mic to use it. But now I have a button, so I can go, you little... And I can do that. If that worked. I'll find out if that even worked in editing. But I have a bleep button. I don't know how loud the bleep button is. That's kind of my test, honestly. Anyway, I heard Pokemon League now has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. Maybe I'll use more DNA splices to combine my Pokemon and make them stronger. Get plenty of them at the mark. Here, you can take one. What do you give me? Oh, actually DNA splices? You quit dawdling and get a move on. His DNA splices are either randomized to DNA splices or they're not randomized. I don't know why they wouldn't be randomized, which makes me think that they're randomized to the same thing, which is kind of cool in its own way, but also so useless. that's so boring. And then we get a Sport Ball instead of a Repel over here or something, I guess. I'm trying to think of what other items that we would get early that we wouldn't have picked up, but I'm going to assume that was a Repel. Alright, with that rival battle out of the way though, and no TGTV guy in this, we can go ahead and start making our way onto Route 2, which is, once again, a new encounter. And I guess Fluffsy is what we're leading with, because it now has Sing, which does boost the catch rate more than Paralysis. So, Fluffsy, if you could go ahead and get us some sort of beautiful Pokemon right now. Togepi, Spearow. Wow, they really don't want to give me anything stronger. Like, things are set to insane. We could have the whole wide spectrum of powerful Pokemon available to us. Togepi is what the game has decided. Togepi. Well, can weaken it with Pound. I hope it doesn't have Metronome. It could have Metronome. We can go for one more Pound. Don't speed swap. That's fine. No Metronome Explosion. Alright? Say it with me. No Metronome Explosion. Okay? I don't want to see no metronome explosion. Charm, that's also fine. You've growl and charm. All right, you don't want me to have any attack. That's fine. No. Fine. Fine. That's fine. Do we have a 4 times weakness on Fluffsy? I don't think we do. Electric is a good defensive typing, so that is something I can't complain about. Only weak to ground is nice. But right now, I believe this should be a nice, easy capture. I don't think Togepi or Spearow have particularly difficult to catch rates. It should be just nice and shebang. Yep. I keep saying shebang today. I don't know why. Shebang is just a word that is in my mind right now. Like Gongoozler last time I recorded was stuck in my mind. Fairy flying. So we basically have... Why is... I couldn't see his eyes before. Now that it's a little bit bigger and I can see his eyes, what is this Togepi Spearow so afraid of? Help him. He needs help. Someone please get this guy's anxiety meds. He needs them. What on earth do we call you? I'm gonna call you Scramble. Which is maybe because of its scrambled thoughts and fear that's taking place inside of its mind. Maybe just because it's a bird and egg, a combination. Bug type are my passion. My favorite bug type move is Fury Cutter, of course. You know about Fury Cutter. Can Sneasel learn that? Sneasel? Listen, we'll take what we can get with this guy, okay? We'll take what we can get. We don't need Mud Sport. We don't need Helping Hand. We don't need Bide. We don't need Harden. This entire moveset is garbage. I'll take Fury Cutter. It'll do. It's something. You know? It's just not good, is all. It's fine. I'll take what I can get. Viridian Forest, however, I believe we can pick these up. Oh, our encounter. Hold on. Now that is more appealing. Lucario Rotom is way more interesting. Really weird sprite. Really weird. Just a float. I guess... Okay, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm weirded out by how this kind of works. Lucario's head is shaped a little bit like a Rotom. That's because they've added a giant spike through its skull, I'm just realizing. Weird. Weird. People have some creativity sometimes, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm just gonna sing straight away. We aren't weak to steel, being Electric Fairy. We're actually neutral. We resist electric. Ghost is neutral. Overall, that's decent. That's decent. We shouldn't have too much to worry about in terms of getting hit. It's just, do we have any way to weaken this thing consistently? We don't need to. We just go ahead and catch it with a Pokeball. Okay, all right. I guess it is level 4 and asleep, which does help. But we will take the Loucaton. Fighting Ghost. Cool typing. Cool typing. The Plasma Aura Pokemon. This thing is just a spinning top to me. That's all I'm seeing. I saw a spinning top, and it has a giant spike out of its head. I need a moment with this one. Alright, I just went on an absolute tangent of reading, like, a Wikipedia article on spinning tops for, like, 3 minutes, because my attention span went way out the window, and I found a spinning top called a Whizzer with 3 Zs. And honestly, if that's not the wildest name for a spinning top you've ever heard, then you're lying. And that's what this thing is being called. Because for some reason, that was what popped into my head. So that's what we are rolling with. Overall, though, cool Pokemon. Inner Focus is fine. Actually, way higher special attack, which is cool for when we might eventually get Aura Sphere if we can keep this thing that long. I definitely didn't just jinx that one at all. But with that, we do have a full team of 6 Pokemon, which happened way earlier than I was expecting. So, I think, let's see if we can actually get an item pickup this time. No, really? Are they just all Pokemon? I guess that's the replacement for Fungus then. Okay, okay, I'll take it. But we can still get some item pickups, however. We can get some Icy Rocks. We'll see what we missed out on by not going into the grass. A potential Beedrill Tyranitar is very cool. It's really cool. However, stuck as a Larvitar until level 55. I feel like we may have actually taken the right idea. Poison mushrooms. We can get mushrooms. What? No, go back. Go back. Go back. Wait, hold on. Why did that pop back up immediately? Oh, it's a Pokemon now. Okay, all right. I thought for a second there I might have found like an infinite farm kind of thing of like infinitely farming poison mushrooms for money. I don't need to farm for money. I have pure incense berry trees. Okay, I understand that. But like, at the same time, I was curious. We don't have arena trap. No, 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 no. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have arena trap, would you? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Whew, bullet dodged. Also, I love his little nose. I just want to talk about his little nose. His little nose is adorable. Oh, no. That... We don't have antidotes. I don't remember if Pokemon faint in this game to poison. That's a little bit scary. Hey, can you be an antidote? Electric gel. I guess we do have some potions. Alright, it's time for a little gamble. And I'll keep recording for all of this while I ramble a little bit. We're gonna start running back to the Pokemon Center, keeping an eye on this Tortellini's HP. Once it hits 1, we will know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yep. We will know if it can faint from poison or not, which is always good information to have. It's always good to check this earlier on in the run than later in the run when you've got a Pokemon that can actually faint. 1 HP, it did not say survive the poisoning. Pokemon can die from poison. Okay. Okay. That's why we kept recording. Because if I had taken another 3 steps right there, we would have lost, honestly, our best Pokemon, arguably. Spooky. Okay, alright, we're good. We're good. There was no worry. There was no worry, you know. 1 accidental finger on a speed up button or something like that, and I would have probably just lost my startup. It's fine. You know, I'm just gonna double check that we can't buy antidotes real quick. We sure can't, huh? We sure can't. Not even at the side mart. The side mart had like netball, or bug gems, heal ball. Yeah, okay. That's scary. That makes Viridian Forest scary. That makes actually every encounter scary because they're randomized. So, yeah. But on the bright side, we can buy a ton of potions because we can just sell the pure incense we have. So, yeah, I mean, 3k per... Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. Well. With that scare out of the way, let's go ahead and run ourselves back up to Viridian Forest. And let's go ahead and leave ourselves right at the gates while we wrap up this episode. A little bit short of an episode, yes, because I don't have too much time today. But we got ourselves, honestly, the main things out of the way. We got our rival battle out of the way, and we got ourselves a full team of Pokemon, and we survived something potentially scary. So with that, one more look at Wizard. Fighting Ghost, Fairy Flying, and a Grass type. We did ruin the color theme that we had going on. Unless I swap some Pokemon around, if we catch some more, maybe we can get the color theme back and going again, but I get the feeling, Togepi is gonna be off the team pretty quick, and I get the feeling that Floofle's gonna be off the team pretty quick, as soon as we get some better Pokemon. But for right now, that is where we're gonna be wrapping up this episode. If you guys have enjoyed, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!